Okay. All right.
Nice socks, Captain.
You've done this before.
Yes, hopefully you
love
won't
it.
see it. Yeah, right.
No, I just love it.
Yeah, my kid not going passenger area like this.
Good for you.
So,
I love it. What a rebel.
so I'll have to check. How you doing?
I'm well. Are we ready to start?
Sure,
Okay.
whatever you want.
Okay. Well, here we are on the Sun Princess, and I'm in the very special company of the most important man on board, El Capitano, Captain Paulo.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
Cruise Passenger.
Let me rephrase that. Most important people and person are the guests.
Ah, well, only a very good captain would say such a thing. Yes. Now, perhaps the first thing people say is that they are surprised you are the captain. You look too young to be in such a very important position, not just as the captain of a ship, but the captain of the world's newest ship.
Right. Well, I'm glad you referred to only to the age about these people wondering. But yeah, well, I'm not very young, already, you know. I might be not look like it, but yeah, it's definitely a privilege and honor to be in command of this beauty. So yes, it's probably could be the pinnacle of my career, although it's still not that old, but I feel very privileged. Yes.
I do wonder though, to be the captain of such a magnificent ship, the brand new, part of the newest Sphere fleet,
Yeah.
where is there to go from here? This is about as exciting as it
As
could
it can
get.
get. Yes, I mean, I don't know. This is the platform that's going to set the tone for the new Princess as we project and envision for the next probably 10 years or so. So God knows what's going to happen in 10 years' time. Maybe another project, another platform. And we have been innovating quite dramatically with this new ship.
Of course.
Because if you have been on Princess Cruises before, this is nothing like it. So it's a huge innovation that we've introduced so many new venues and novelties and concepts. So this is really extraordinary to be part of this project, if you will.
You've said it very well. A lot of our listeners and viewers are very excited to learn what those new innovations are, not just with the Sun, but with the new Sphere fleet. So, we're talking advancements with the technology. That must be exciting for you,
Yes.
particularly.
Yeah, sustainability. So this is groundbreaking and first of in so many levels. So this is the first one of two of the Sphere class.
course.
This sister, the Star Princess, will come out in 2025, and this has been the very first ship powered with LNG, liquefied natural gas. So it's nearly zero emissions. So we have particulate matter nearly zeros, and the very first Princess ship fitted with pods. We've been asking it for so long, and luckily now we got it. So with the pods, all these innovations, technical innovations, we have really brought Princess to a new level.
Yes.
And we could have been happier. The handle of the ship now with the pods and the power, and the adequate power forward will allow us to handle much more wind. So hence we'll be skipping less ports, if you will. We'll be able to get into windy ports. Like today in Mykonos, we had no problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's been a wonderful journey so far. Now, just in terms of a passenger experience on board, I really want to know, what would be your favourite new features of the Sun in terms of passenger enjoyment?
And it's really hard to pick because there's so many. It feels almost overwhelming when you get on this ship. I did my first cruise as a handover, as we say. So 10 days just lining up and learning the new ship, because again, it was nothing like it. And the first couple of days I was trying to compare it, the Royal class, which was my previous
Can you compare? Or is
no,
it,
you
like
can't.
A whole
So
new
it was a mistake on my part,
Yeah.
because you have to basically reset what you used to be familiar with in any of the Princess ships. The Princess always been keeping a sort of familiarity throughout the classes.
Yeah.
So the currently is always a specific location, but this one it really changed the entire things. Everything's been turned upside down, and there's so many more venues that we never had.
Yes.
So I'm still struggling to find my favorite spot. I mean, the dome You know, just
Dome
look
is
at the dome when we
amazing.
do the shows and some parties. It's absolutely, especially at nighttime with all the lighting. and stuff, it's
The acrobatics.
simply incredible,
Superb.
right? The area in front of the dome, which I think not many people find right away, that's another beautiful area. Another one of my favorite is the actual wake terrace.
Yes.
Especially at sea. You've got the 360 degrees bar with the infinite pool, and you just see the wake of the ship, and it's simply
Very
extraordinary. Yeah.
So I've noticed that you do take the time to chat with passengers and to get some feedback and really ask how they're
Not
enjoying.
always a good idea.
No, only the nice ones, the Australians. What has been some of the most interesting feedback that you've heard from passengers so far?
But to be honest, it's the majority was all positive. They were overwhelmed as well. You know, they were just mentioning all these new features they never had before. Of course, we are carrying 1,000 guests more than a Royal class ships, but it's a bigger ship, and the floor doesn't feel that it's ever that crowded.
Because we are capacity 4,300.
4,300 indeed.
That
yes.
is quite a big capacity.
And the study they've done with the flow, I think it works extremely well, except when you know, all at once they decide to go breakfast of the day at sea,
Everyone's
which
hungry at the same time.
Which there
Yeah.
is regardless of the number of guests that
It
we have.
happens on
We'll always have.
every ship.
Yes.
Every ship.
Yeah.
So if there would be something that you would like to see happen with the next stage of Princess ships, what would that be for
Well-
you personally? What would you like to see?
Well, I would have to digest and metabolize this one first, because right now, to
Too
me,
soon
this one
to
is
ask.
yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, this is simply extraordinary already. There's going to be very few changes on the Star Princess, so we look forward to seeing what they will be doing there. But otherwise, top of the world.
What's been your greatest moment of joy or gratitude doing what you do?
Good one. There have been so many. Probably the most dear to me was the first time I got into my home port as a captain. Yeah, that was because it was my childhood
Childhood dream.
Childhood dreams, and I count myself to be super fortunate to be doing my childhood dreams. And I always wanted to be a captain ever since I can
We all
remember.
dream of doing that.
And third generation of princess. My grandfather was a princess.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been growing up with all this sea witch everywhere in the house.
Goodness.
You know? Yeah.
Okay, so you were born into the role, but no doubt you've worked very hard to get there as well. Okay, quick fire questions. Favorite port anywhere in the world?
Favorite port? I would have to say right now, maybe top three.
Yeah.
Top three. Istanbul,
Yes.
Messina because I'm Visors,
Yes.
and Sydney.
Sydney,
Yes,
of
it
course.
is.
You have to say
I
that.
can't wait. I don't know if this ship is ever going to be planning to get there, but Circular Quay in front of the
Fingers
Opera
crossed.
House.
Yes, the international terminal.
And that's what my top three favorite. In
Okay.
terms of scenic cruise sailing into the harbor, there will be Sydney, New York,
Yeah.
and Venice, which we unfortunately don't do anymore. But those are the top
We
three.
get close enough.
And,
Yeah. Okay, favorite meal on board the ship?
Steak,
Where?
Crown Grill.
Perfect, we're going there tonight. Favorite cocktail on the ship?
Well, I don't drink.
You
so-
don't drink? I don't drink
No.
either. Okay, so favorite mocktail on the ship?
Stay away from sugar.
Not-
Otherwise, I'll be in trouble.
Okay, sparkling water on the ship is amazing.
Yeah, San Pellegrino would be really good.
Okay,
Can
amazing.
we say that? Can we mention
Yes,
that?
we
Yeah.
can say that. Okay, favorite moment interacting with guests on board the ship?
Favorite moment? It's actually when I go around the restaurant and I just surprise them. You know, especially when I find an empty seat, I just pretend, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so late, and I just pull the chair to see the reaction, and it's actually quite.
That would be
quite
extraordinary.
funny.
That would, I want to get that on camera, hidden camera.
Yeah. And then eventually they click, or somebody doesn't even click, and they start telling me, you know, can I have more wine, or can I? And I just play along. Yeah, sure.
Sure, I'll get you that. I'll be back in a minute. I just got to go steer the ship.
Yeah. I do play along when I get this.
Of course, Princess is known as the love boat fleet of ships, and you have played a particular role in the new remake of the Love Boat series.
The real love boat, yes.
What was that experience like?
It was actually a lot of fun. It wasn't actually a role per se, because I was just acting as myself.
Being yourself,
So it
yes.
was totally unscripted. So we were just, playing along. I had only a few parts, so it wasn't very crucial my role in there. But it was an extraordinary.
He's being humble. Yeah.
But it's been an extraordinary experience because to me, I've never been on a TV show set. So, and initially I was a little bit, didn't know what to do, and then I got quite comfortable with the camera to the
Yes.
point I was upsetting the cast because I was making jokes and they had to refilm the whole
Having too
thing.
much fun.
All I could hear was like, "From the top, people."
Yeah.
Sorry. And then they were shooting.
Do you see a lot of love moments on board the ship?
I do.
In real life, not with the camera.
No, I
Yeah.
do. In fact, it just happened last year to marry a couple that they met 5 years prior on another princess ship. So they met, they got together, and then 5 years later,
That is a
they got
beautiful
married on
love
the ship.
story. And then you were
But there's
able
so
to
many.
marry. Yeah, you did the
Yeah.
ceremony.
That was last year. Another time, a couple that met about 15 years ago, and we worked out the time and happened to be on the same ship. I didn't actually meet them back then, but we happened to be on the same ship 15 years prior.
I hear some passengers specifically book their cruise based on who the captain is. Do you have certain passengers that are just such fans of sailing with you in particular?
There are a few, especially
Yeah.
some close friends that we have built this relationship through the years, and
Yeah.
they just follow me around.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt. You've got your
They actually
fan
on to,
club.
they
They're
actually
on
now.
this. They're on this cruise.
They booked 2 months.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, they're big fans.
Yeah,
big
they're
fans.
big fans.
Now your captain's announcements are
Oh.
very much appreciated by so many people.
So
on
you're
board.
the one of the 58 that
I
always
am
listen.
the number one of the 4,300 passengers who love your announcements.
Yeah.
That must be something that is like a little bit of a creative outlet for you. You get to talk about where we're going,
Yeah.
what the weather's like, but your favorite things that happen on the ship.
Yeah, and I try to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
So wherever we are on that day, and I basically throw in some of the small interaction that I've had through the day
Yeah.
with the guests. So either they're coming back on a tour and maybe they visit the winery, or they come back very happy and married. So it's an interesting. And I like to throw this
Yes.
little bit of spark in to make it more
Yeah, a little
interesting.
injection of personality.
Indeed,
That's
yeah.
wonderful. Final question with regards to this being the Love Boat.
Right.
I've heard that there is in fact a particular horn that makes the Love Boat sound. Is that
Yes.
correct?
You are correct indeed. So it's the love boat whistle, we call it.
The Love Boat whistle.
Unfortunately, we cannot blow it everywhere in every port because some of the ports have restrictions on sound.
Maritime rules.
Maritime rules,
God.
yeah. You don't know about it.
Okay, so when are
But-
you allowed to blow
So
the
we're going
Love
to do it
Boat
today
whistle?
on departure.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Because they probably are too busy party to listen to the
Yeah,
ships blowing the
they
horn.
would enjoy it.
Yeah, right.
And so who is allowed to actually blow the Love Boat whistle?
I sense that there is a follow-up questions, and I can see where you're going with this. So,
Am I allowed
to?
to?
So we can work something
Blow the
out.
Love Boat
Yes.
whistle.
Not many people have actually had the opportunity.
No
to.
way.
Yeah,
Well,
besides
I'm
the
sure
officers,
it's
obviously.
very special, an absolute privilege.
Indeed.
But
Yes. Okay. We can work
what
something
time
out.
is that happening?
That will be at probably 10 to 9 p.m.
I'll be here.
Right. Okay.
I
We'll
will
stay
be
on
here.
standby.
I'll have to break past security,
Right.
but if you would allow me, that would be such an honour.
Fine. We can work something out.
Well, Captain Paulo, thank you so much for your time today.
was a pleasure.
And thank you for having
Thank
us
you.
all on board.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.